thankful because Baltimore native Kondwani Fidel's poetry has traveled around the globe to comfort, educate, and reform civil rights and growing up in an undeserved community. Yes, he's been very busy. He recently released his new book and video titled Hummingbirds in the Trenches. And he's back on the yellow couch today to tell us all about where you can get a chance to see and hear him perform. So welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
We are happy to see you. Talk about growing up in Baltimore a little bit, what you've seen over the years and how it's changed for you in your eyes.
Okay, so I didn't really see too much changing from me being a child to now, but in the book Hummingbirds in the Trenches, I explore the complexities of the young black experience in Baltimore, which is the young black experience in America, and I give a glimpse to that, to those experiences that aren't really in the mainstream when it comes to inadequate schools, violent murders, mass incarceration, things like that.
That's not in the mainstream. Like for me, I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
Right. And why do you feel like that's an important message or important story to tell people?
Because growing up, you always feel like, I know for me, I always felt like it was something wrong with me or it was something wrong with my people. And one thing that I learned, you know, being on this journey is that it's nothing wrong with, you know, black people. We are just taught to believe that there's something wrong with black people.
And who teaches that?
A lot of information that I got about systemic oppression and racism and how to be anti-racist was through this guy. He's an author of the book called Stand from the Beginning, The Definitive History of Racist Ideas in America, and Ibram X. Kendi. And, you know, just reading his work and his essays and, you know, following his career path, he taught me a lot.
Okay. Reading is something that is very important to you, and you say it's very important to a community, especially to a young black community. Why do you believe that?
Because I know how literacy changed my life. So my first time reading a book cover to cover was when I was in college.
Okay.
And once I started reading and I fell in love with literacy, I started becoming a more efficient critical thinker. So I teach the importance of literacy through the lens of not just doing it to get good grades in school, but using it as a life skill, right? You can, when you face in tough situations, which you face a lot coming from the community that I'm from, you can, you know, be better off in these situations by making the right decisions.
Right. And in Black History Month's coming up, and we often talk about how important education is and literacy, because they can't take that away from you. They can't take that away from anybody. And so that's very important. Do you often get a chance while you're on tour to go out and speak to youth in some of the cities that you visit, or are you able to do that through social media?
Yes, both. Yesterday I was in Eastern High School in DC, and I gave away some copies of my books. I shared some poetry, did a Q&A, spoke with some of the students one-on-one, and just not even in the DC area, Baltimore area, people, you know, throughout this country that read my work, and students hit me up on a regular basis, if it's through social media, if it's, you know, through email, if it's in person, and they tell me how my work has influenced them, or how, you know, my journey has influenced them to do something better with their lives. Or they look at me and say, okay, he's from Baltimore, he grew up, you know, without the best, you know, upbringing, then maybe I can do it too.
Absolutely. You're truly an inspiration.
Thank you.
You're on tour right now, and you're going to be in Baltimore tonight. There's the information up on our screen. But the tour continues. Where to next? So
today, I'm going to be at the Baltimore Museum of Art. It's this artist named Mark Bradford. He's having an exhibition, and they have, Baltimore Museum of Art has these late night events, and it's going to be, tonight I'm going to be performing some poetry. I'm going to be speaking, and that's going to be from 8 to 11. You can go on their website, Baltimore Museum of Art, get tickets, and come out.
All right. So the book is called Hummingbirds in the Trenches. We can get this Amazon?
Amazon. If you're in the Baltimore area, you can get Hummingbirds in the Trenches from this bookstore called Red Emma's. It's one of my favorite bookstores, so y'all can go there as well.
Great. All right. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it.